We are the HR team. Today, we want to talk about something that are very important to us, which is device and endpoint security. Okay, let's see a story that might be happen to any of us.
It looks official. I'll just click the link.
Oh no, my iPad is missing. Hello, I would like to report a missing device. IT team, please help.
We have locked your phone and reset your password. So remember, after this, report immediately so we can act fast to protect your data.
As HR, we handle privacy employees' data like a payroll. If just one device is not secure, it put everyone at risk.
According to the scenario, what's mean by device and endpoint security? Okay, device and endpoint security means protecting all devices that are connected to the company's network, such as laptop, desktop computers, smartphones, and also USB drives. These devices can be used by cybercriminals to enter the company's system if they are not protected. To keep devices secure, companies use tools like antivirus software, disk encryption, strong password, and regular software updates. They also manage devices using mobile device management or MDM, which help monitor device, remove company data remotely if a device is lost, control USB access, and detect security threat. This security measure help protect company and employees' information from cyber attacks.
This slide explains why HR departments are often targeted by cybercriminals. First, around 17% of data breach involve endpoints such as laptop, desktop, smartphone, and tablets. Since HR employees frequently use this device to access company system, they can become entry point for attackers. Secondly, during a typical data breach, more than 100 HR files can be accessed. HR departments store highly sensitive information, including payroll records, employee contracts, personal identification details, and system credentials. Therefore, if attackers gain access to HR system, they can steal a large amount of confidential data. In addition, 43% of security incidents involve employee device misuse. This may happen when employees click on phishing email, use weak password, or install unauthorized software. As we can see, HR departments are high-value targets because they manage both system employee information and company device. A single compromised HR device can potentially expose the entire organization. From an HR perspective, HR teams are responsible for onboarding new employees, distributing device, and manage the device lifecycle. Because every company device passes through HR, maintaining endpoint security becomes an important HR responsibility.
And the next slide is about why HR. First, HR is involved when employees join or leave the company. They help assign and retain company devices. If devices are not properly tracked, they can be lost or misused. The second point is sensitive data custodians. HR stores sensitive information such as employees' IDs, salaries, and personal records. If this data is leaked, it can cause privacy and security issues. The third one is remote work coordinators. HR often manage remote and hybrid work arrangement. When employees work from different locations, it becomes harder to monitor and secure company devices. And the last one is third-party access points. HR works with external vendors and service providers. If these third parties have weak security, they can become a pathway for cyber attacks. Next, I will explain some common endpoint threats. The first threat is lost or stolen devices. For example, if an employee leaves a company laptop in a cafe and it gets stolen, confidential employee records may be exposed. The second threat is shadow IT. For example, an employee uses their personal WhatsApp or Google Drive account to share HR documents instead of the company's approved system. This can bypass security controls. The third threat is weak authentication. For example, using a simple password like 123456 or not enabling MFA can allow hackers to easily access company accounts.
Now, let's look at some rare cases where HR endpoints were compromised. First, Capita in 2023, a somewhere attack hit their unsecure HR endpoints and over 19,000 employees had their pension data exposed, all because one device was no speech. Next, Morgan Stanley in 2022, when all HR devices were sold without being bought, sensitive client and employee data was recovered from the hard drive. That mistake cost them $16 million. And finally, the SolarOne attack in 2022, hackers broke into HR and payroll system through a compromised software update. Over 1,000 companies were affected, including U.S. government agencies. The lesson for all three, HR devices are not just tools, they are entry points, and if they are not secure, the damage can be massive. So, how do you know if your device has been compromised? There are 4 key warning signs every HR staff should know. 1. Your device suddenly slows down or freezes. This could mean malware is running in the background, quickly scanning your HR file. 2. Your file gets encrypted or renamed out of nowhere. That is for somewhere. Your employee contract and payroll data are being locked. 3. Unusual outbound network traffic. Your employee records and salary data may be already getting sent to unknown server. And 4. Login attempts from unknown location. Someone may have stolen your credential and is trying to access a HR system right now. If you notice any of these signs, stop, disconnect, and report to IT immediately.
If HR staff think that the company device have been attacked, they should follow the 5 steps. First, stop using the device immediately. Second, disconnect the device from the company network to stop the attack from spreading. Third, report the problem to the IT team as soon as possible. Fourth, write down what happened, including the time, device, and any unusual activity. Finally, work together with the IT team during the investigation. By following these steps, HR can help protect employees' information and keep the company devices secure.
This slide highlights some best practice that HR department should follow to improve endpoint security. First, organizations should enable full disk encryption on all HR devices. Windows and file vault format help to protect sensitive data if a device is lost or stolen. Second, it is important to update and patch system regularly. Employees should not ignore update notification because software updates are often contain security fixes that protect against cyber threats. Third, unused USB ports should be disabled whenever possible. Restricting USB access can prevent unauthorized data transfer and reduce the risk of malware infections. Another important practice is enrolling all company devices in a mobile device management, or we call as MDM system. This allows the organization to monitor, manage, and secure device remotely. In addition, employees should use strong password and multi-factor authentication or MFA. Strong password combined with MFA provide an extra layer of security and make unauthorized access for more difficult. Employees should also remember to lock their screen whenever they leave their desk. This simple habit helps to prevent unauthorized individuals from accessing sensitive HR information. Furthermore, organizations should ensure proper device disposal. Before disposing, all data must be securely wiped by IT professionals. Finally, if a device is lost or stolen, it should be reported immediately so that IT can take action such as remotely locking or wiping the device.
Last but not least is device and endpoint security. To reduce this risk, employees should follow good security practices. For example, never plug in an unknown USB drive because it may contain malware. Employees should also update their software immediately when updates are available. This helps fix security vulnerabilities. If a company phone or laptop is lost, it should be reported to IT within 1 hour so action can be taken quickly. In addition, employees should use multi-factor authentication, such as receiving a verification code on their phone when logging in. By following these practices, organizations can better protect their devices and data from cyber threats.
To conclude, HR is an important target for cyber attacks because HR handles sensitive employee information such as personal details and salary records. HR is also responsible for giving company devices to new employees during onboarding. If these devices are not protected, they can become an entry point for cyber attacks. So HR should always follow basic security practices such as using strong password, updating devices, and handling company data carefully. Finally, if HR notice something suspicious, they should report it immediately to the IT team to reduce security risks. Okay, so every device is an entry point. So let's be responsible, stay alert and secure HR data. Secure your device today and save an organization tomorrow. Thank you.